Hi, my name is Storieddd. I'm going to be running Bomb Rush Cyberfunk any percent for you. I am joined by Helix and Shuffleclaws on commentary.
Yeah, what's up? I'm Alex. I think the host might have had something to say, so I'm gonna let that go real quick.
Oh yeah, before this run starts, I want to say that we do have a $5 donation from Zola saying good GLHF.
Well, let's
Thank you,
get it.
Zola.
Go ahead, Zola.
Hi, Zola.
But yeah, I'm Helix. I run this game. I run Super Monkey Ball as well. This game is ridiculous. Shovelclaws and I are gonna be talking a lot. Speaking of Shovelclaws,
Hi, oh my god, me, Golden 3. Hi, I run this game too. I don't know. I like talking. Hard eyes emoji.
talking is fun.
That-
Shovelclaws just did a run of this for a different marathon about 12 hours ago, and we have not slept since then. So this will be interesting.
Woo! I'm totally not like sleep deprived and messed up in the head. It's fine.
No.
Yeah, this game is wild speedrun. You're in for a treat. If you've never seen it before, it is so cool. There's lots of cool stuff to talk about, and we're gonna do our best. And Storieddd is gonna do his best showing it off. I'm sure he'll
Yeah.
crush it though.
Try my best.
Y'all are in good hands, by the way. Story is
Yeah,
unbelievably
Storieddd
good at
is-
this game.
I'm
It's ridiculous.
average, I'd say.
Okay. Yeah,
Second
sure.
place, average.
I-
Okay, smile. He's like a minute ahead of third place and like 10 seconds behind first place. Don't let him lie to
Sure,
you.
if you're
Don't
average,
believe
what am I? Anyway. Are you ready? Story?
I'm ready.
All right.
One of us should
You want
probably
to give
do a
us the
countdown.
countdown, or we
I'll do it.
we
Yeah, I'm
want to
happy
do it?
to do it.
All right, Alex, you got it.
On go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yippee!
And we are going to immediately enter into prologue here. This
I'm
is
prison.
Pretty Boy, or Foe is his actual name, but we're going to call him Pretty Boy.
Yeah, we call him Pretty Boy for reasons you don't have to worry about.
Yeah. And we are going to break out of prison. There's a little bit of just like walking we gotta do. We gotta get some stuff done before we can leave. Namely, we need to learn how to spray graffiti. We need to pick up our boost pack, and we need to pick up our move style, which in this case will be inline skates. So
And we're just gonna chase around Trice here a little bit. We have to talk to him a few times to activate some dialogue triggers.
yeah, we
he
should also
gives us-
mention that there is a bit of a flashing lights warning throughout this entire run whenever we spray graffiti. That
Yeah, we're
animation
coming
is
up
very
on that.
flashy, so if you're sensitive to flashing lights, please watch with caution. That said, we are going to exit the game and immediately go back in. This will warp that character we were talking to. His name is Trice. That'll warp him over to this spot where he needs to walk to so we can talk to him again. Normally he just takes ages to do that. And there's our first graffiti.
Yay! And then we're gonna come up on the wheels that we got with the move styles, the inline skates here. So after grabbing these, we're gonna immediately turn around, set our FPS to 30, and clip through this ceiling to go out of bounds. And Storieddd is going to line up for another skip. Here, there's an exit level trigger, and Storieddd is going to, again in 30 FPS, jump into that trigger, double jump into the trigger, and press pause at the same exact time. Those two skips, that was an interesting
What
watch.
the heck?
Those two skips are called PBS to get out of bounds and PBR to break the game. What has happened is that we're in Hideout now, which is our kind of like hidden base off in the hub area. And so we have completely broken the game. It is weird. Storieddd here is going to restart the game.
Yep,
What has
do not
happened?
panic, this is normal.
Yeah, what has happened is when we hit that exit level trigger in the prologue out of bounds area that we were in, when we pause it as we load into the next trigger, next level, the game kind of freaks out. There's supposed to be a big unskippable cutscene and a bunch of tutorial stuff that happens. We skip it all by just clicking the pause button. It's great. It's also pretty precise, but Story nails it pretty consistently. So it's really weird trick. It breaks the game completely. So we have to restart the game to like make it normal again. If we went to go spray this graffiti, for example, the game would just soft lock and we'd have to restart the game. But now we're again just way out of bounds. We've broken everything. Another side effect of that skip we just did called Pretty Boy Revival is that Hideout has no progression, so we're kind of just locked in there. We have to go out of bounds to another level trigger to get to Matan, and Matan is going to take us here to Millennium Square. Millennium Square is kind of in the story structure, but not until later in Chapter 2. But while we're here, we're going to go ahead and spray all this graffiti. The reason for that will become more clear in Chapter 2. Don't worry about it too much. This is faster, though, is all you really need to know. It's kind of just breaking the story a little bit in order to kind of front-load the time loss, but eventually save time later on.
Yeah, it's funny. Matan is actually the only place we can even go from hideout. In the state we were in, all other triggers are not active. Matan we are not supposed to be able to get to because there's a gate blocking our path, but because of that, because the devs don't ever expect us to get to it, at least presumably, the trigger is always active, so we can just flip out of bounds to get to it, which is very nice, so we can actually have a way to leave. Fantastic zip there to carry speed all the way over into
We'll talk
Versa
about
Mill.
those in a minute.
This is Chapter 1. Yeah, zips are very prevalent. We'll talk about them. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Right
we
now,
got
Storieddd
more
is going
stuff.
for train route.
Exactly.
So a big thing in this run are pockets of graffiti spots. Graffiti gives you rep is how you progress the story, and so when there's a lot of graffiti really close to each other, that's awesome because that means we can get rep really fast. We did have to talk to that character in order for the sprays on the train to spawn, but now that they've spawned, there are a whole bunch of them, and so that's going to be a lot of rep really quickly. And this will also take us over to a very important zip. Shovelclaw, if you would like to explain what zips are.
Yeah, for sure. Zips are a big momentum exploit in this game that got found like literally like hour 1. Missed the jump. Oh no, that's okay. We have a backup here, thankfully. I'm gonna just come over to these billboards, but the way that this works is really technical. All you need to know is that if we hit the billboard in a very specific spot, those billboards all over the game, by the way. If we hit those billboards in very specific spots, typically the top corners, we will get a launch way off the billboard. Basically how it works is the game tries to like manipulate our position and stuff in really weird ways, and if we touch the billboard and get off of it the next frame, that manipulation just freaks out and just launches us. It's really prevalent in this game. Zips are the biggest speedrunning skip trick in this game. They are everywhere, and there's a lot of associated tech that we'll talk about later as well. All about zips. All you need to know, though, is that they let us go fast, and so we need to use them in order to progress the story here in Versum Hill. We have to get to that or that big graffiti that we did right before that big unskippable cutscene. We have to get a 5, by the way.
Oh yeah.
But it's fine. But we have to spray that in order to progress the story. Unfortunately, because Storieddd fell down here, we have to do this weird thing where we like spray under the bridge and then hop back up. Don't worry about it. There's backups. But yeah, now we're into very basic story progression. Thank God, we have finally gotten to a point where the game looks kind of normal.
Yeah, after 6 minutes of absolute chaos, we have entered the main gameplay loop, which is essentially beat challenges to progress the story, collect rep to unlock more challenges, and then eventually, after all the challenges are completed and enough rep is gathered, we can do the crew battle at the end of the chapter. And that's essentially just a battle between the Bomb Rush crew, our crew, and in this case, the Franks, the crew we fight in Chapter 1. Winner gets the turf, and that would be the end of the chapter.
Yeah, this game's broken into 5 chapters. This is Chapter 1, everything from the very start of Prologue to the end of a section that will be coming up on here in about a few minutes, probably. But thankfully, things have, like, kind of slowed down a little bit. We do a lot of weird tricks with the challenges. Like, we're supposed to do this long wall run line, copying the Frank, showing him, hey, we can actually do stuff. We just hit triggers as fast as possible, and then the game's like, oh, yep. And then here, Storieddd will also do a zip off of that wall. It doesn't look like a zip, but that's for reasons we'll talk about when we get a chance later. But another zip down the hill here. That challenge doesn't want us to manual down the hill. It only checks if we have a combo from the top to the bottom. We'll talk more about those later, but all you need to know is we need to get to the bottom of the hill fast, so we zip, obviously. And then that's all the challenges done, so the Franks are going to run away as the police get called in, and we're going to chase them down to their basketball court. Or I guess up to their basketball
With
court.
another zip, of course.
Of course. And then we're coming up on a really cool skip if Helix, you'd like to talk about Stonewall some.
The skip is awesome. So normally, this fight we're going to do is a boss battle against a Rietveld. This fight normally has 3 phases to it. The last 2 phases are generally 3 hits each, but actually we're just going to hit her 1 time and then run into this corner here, and the fight's going to end. That's all there is to it. So what happens here is that we are just barely outside of Rietveld's nav mesh, which is to say that the game thinks we're outside of the boss arena, and therefore the boss cannot pathfind to us. And so, as a precaution, it just ends the fight as, like, softlock protection. It's just funny that going to those corners actually makes that happen. It makes the fight very easy to essentially skip. I love that skip so much.
It skips everything except that one helicopter hit, which is like, oh no, 1 hit. It takes a, like, 7-hit fight down to 2. It's really funny. We call it Stonewall because we're running into a stone wall, and also we're fighting a cop, so it seems appropriate. But yeah, it's a really cool skip. It's very strange. There's just a safety measure just in case you get out of bounds, and that was so
Whoa!
cool.
That was awesome.
I've been practicing that. It's pretty fun to go for.
I mean, it doesn't even save time, which is the wild part, but yeah. So now, after Rietveld, that fight with, oh my god, what are you doing? You freak. Yeah, after that fight with Rietveld and Stonewall there, what we can do now is chill for a little bit, because we have the crew battle. This crew battle is basically a 2-minute auto-scroller-ish. There's not much we can do to speed it up, and we just have to beat the Frank score. We have already smoked and rolled them. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're not
They're
great.
so bad.
It's okay.
This is not a spoiler, right? Section 8.
Also, well, give us just a minute, because the runner gets to chill, but that doesn't mean we as commentators get to chill, because we now need to explain a zip storage.
Alright.
Yep. I can handle it if you want. So
Yeah,
how what we're going to explain works is weird. Basically, whenever you wall run off of a billboard, the game will improperly store your speed off of that wall run. As Storieddd hits mad dunks, he's a great baller. So what that allows us to do is whenever we zip off of a billboard, we will have that stored speed. This works with all wall runs, but zips are special because they give us such a high speed when we leave a wall run. So what we can do is take that really high stored speed and use it on any other billboard as long as we wall run for just 1 frame. That allows us to take a very high stored speed and use it on billboards where a normal zip would be so difficult. It would be basically impossible. This is convenient because we're coming up on the Chapter 1 Dream section. Dreams are kind of the chapter ending points, basically. We have this long cutscene, and then we'll be thrown into the Tamik machine. And then we'll be in the Dream. The Dream has a big skip called Nightmare 1, and we're gonna hit it with a zip storage. It makes Nightmare 1 from one of the hardest tricks in the game to actually one of the easiest. It is amazing. Zip storages revolutionized this game, found by Ninja Cookie quite a long time ago now, I think about 2 months. And they completely changed this speedrun and made it so much easier and so much faster too. Because zip storages aren't just applied to big skips. We've been using them all over the run and we haven't even noticed because they just kind of look like zips.
I was just about to say that once you know what zip storage is and know to look for it, you are going to start noticing it everywhere.
We use them everywhere. It's great. So whenever we get a zip off of the side of a billboard, while it may look like a normal zip, what we're actually doing is a zip storage. You don't have to worry too much about it as a viewer, but no, as runners, we very much like them and think they're pretty cool.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
And it is going to be very useful coming up right about now in this dream sequence.
So we're going to use the zip storage here. Storieddd doing a quick lineup, making sure we hit it. We're going to hit the zip storage off of that, boost into the slope there, and then hopefully get robbed by the stairs. That's awkward.
Oh,
it's fine.
no.
We got the spawn
Unity
point, though.
moment.
Unity moment. Yeah, unfortunately, there are some times where this game will just
Oh my
rob
gosh.
you.
Oh, that one was my fault. I can't
Luckily-
blame you.
That's fair.
for that one.
Luckily, when you die like that, you don't lose your zip storage, so it's alright.
Yeah, we can keep retrying it as long as we have the zip storage. Thankfully, this is a relatively forgiving trick. If you miss it, it's like, oh no, time lost. But like, It's okay. We as long as you can see it, that's what we
There
care
we
about.
go.
And there we
There we
go,
go.
slam dunk, baby. Third
Nice.
try.
I had to
But
choke something.
And
it's okay.
there's one more thing to know about zip storage, and that it does not persist between loading screens. It works there for the dream because dreams are stored like thousands of units off in a direction. Technically, there's no loading screen, which is awesome. But after this, there will be a loading screen as we go to hideout, and that will remove our zip storage, sadly.
Yeah.
But
So
with that said, I know our host wanted to say something, and now we have cutscenes for a while, so this is a fantastic time.
All right, thank you. So we actually have 2 donations here. One from Master Saru Atari, donating $3, saying, "Hey, look, it's Jet Set Radio 3." Oh wait, no, that isn't right. It's the game I've been dying to play. I'll try to get it later. Eager to see this run though. I can't wait to see Storieddd cook. The first big glitch is insane already. Keep it up. And then the next one is $15 from Absent Minded GCN, saying, "Yo, Storieddd, stayed up all night since Shovel Claw's run to watch this. No sleep, all speed. Also, for any LGBTs you get in this run, I'll donate $20 for each. Good luck on the run."
I'm gonna go out of the way and square to try and do too.
That's sick.
yeah,
I haven't
That-
practiced them much, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna
that's
try.
LGBT is a real tech in this game. It's more of a score attack tech. I don't remember exactly what it stands for.
It's lodged grounded boost trick, I believe.
Yeah, lodge grounded boost trick. There you go. That's exactly what it is. Thank you for the reminder.
We're
Yeah,
not score attackers, no.
My understanding is that it's essentially like you can cancel a boost trick into another boost trick, and that gives you just a lot of score. Shoutouts to the score attack community in this game. Cool people, very dedicated to just getting the highest scores possible. I don't know too much about it because you know I'm a speedrunner, but they're just as passionate about the game as we are, and I think that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, they're kind of like our sister community. They use a big popular modding community to help with their score attacks. Shout out to Slop Crew as well. Hard eyes emoji. But yeah, we're coming up now on chapter 2. Thank God, more gameplay. I hate cutscenes. I hate cutscenes. I hate cutscenes. Thankfully, we have been just sitting here because back about a month ago now, I think, was a new mod that allows us to just sit in cutscenes and not have to mash our fingers to death. Thank God. We legalized Turbo a while back, and it's made this game so much nicer to run.
Not only
so
is
we've
it
been,
turbo, but it's just completely automatic mashing. We don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
we
And
don't
now
even
we're
have to
coming up-
hold a button. It's great.
Now we're coming up onto another zip called Milky Way. Oh, that was storage. But remember, we didn't have storage because there was a loading screen, and so it was set to 0, so we stopped immediately, but there it is. Second
Yeah.
try is really not bad for this. That still saves a lot of time.
Yeah, that's called Milky Way, named after the person who found it, named Milky. We have really good trick names in this game, and you'll see that all throughout Chapter 2. There are some of the best ones in this chapter, in my opinion.
Yep, and here's where all the rep we got in Millennium Square earlier comes into play. Remember, spray graffiti, you get rep. We needed 60 rep for these Eclipse members to spawn. Eclipse is the next crew. And, well, they don't want to talk to Red, though. So we need to go switch to a woman who they will actually talk to. That's not a joke, that is the actual reason.
Eclipse are canonically man-haters, and you know what? Queens, we stand. But yeah, we have to change to Belle. We got the good Belle RNG. We have a 50-50 coin flip of Belle walking out first there. It
Let's
saves like
go.
one menu press. It's like hardly a time save, but it's still important.
Save 12 years. Let's go.
Congrats on your world record. But yeah, after this, they're gonna run off to Brink Terminal. Brink Terminal is where the rest of Chapter 2 is going to take place. That's where most of the meat of this chapter is. Millennium Square kind of acts as a
Forget
big
about
hub.
the LGBTs. Who's gonna do?
I was totally
Now or
gonna
not, but
forget to do them. I have no boost actually.
I got you.
No, I'm actually
Yeah, we-
farm boost.
Yeah, that's smart.
We gotta go out of our way for the money,
It's for donations.
of
Okay, that
course.
should be enough.
I
Trying to
figured-
remember the inputs real quick. Okay, that was not one. Should have practiced this one.
That
I'm gonna go for it one more time.
No, I don't think we got one yet.
It's nah. Okay, I'm giving up. I should have practiced it more.
Wow, I can't believe you scammed everyone out of that money. crazy.
I promised them that I would practice it before, and I completely forgot. So that was my fault.
No. A scammer and a liar. What the hell? It's
You at least went for it. I respect it.
yeah.
There's no actual use for those in any percent, unfortunately. So I've never really took the time to learn how to do them properly.
Yeah,
Now you have
surely
to
it's
score
worth that
battle.
thing, at least for now.
Anyways, we're off in Brink Terminal now. We got some spray painting to do, and then we got some challenges to do. So what Storieddd is going to do here, spray all of these graffitis first, and then we have a simple challenge here. This challenge wants us to get a 5 times combo. Helix, do you want to break down how to get combos real fast?
Yeah,
They're pretty
so-
simple.
Yeah, combos aren't too bad in this game. When you take a hard corner, so when you lean into a like 45-degree or more corner, that gets you a multiplier, and then going off quarter pipes also gives you a multiplier, and so do wall rides. You said combo. Combos are a little bit different from multipliers.
Right, yada yada.
I think you meant multipliers, but combos are important too, because they give boost. I mean, essentially,
Makes it go fast.
keeping your combo isn't too bad. It's just a bunch of tricks in a row. We can continue explaining it a little bit later because we are now doing a zip to the docks for docks route. I love docks route. This is sort of like a post-game area. We're not supposed to be able to get to it yet. Because zips are ridiculous, we can just kind of jump straight to it. If you remember what I said about like rep pockets earlier, that's what's happening here. There's a lot of rep in a small area, so we're going to take huge advantage of that. And Storieddd is going to do some absolutely ridiculous zip storage. No one else does this except like maybe a couple other people, but 90% of people who run this game do not do this. Missed one there, but that is not a big deal. That's got the really important one.
I mean, no one really plays this game like Storieddd does. It's the amount of time this man has put into the game is.
Sorry, how
I'm
many hours do you have in
concerned,
this game?
but it's okay.
I've definitely broken 600 at this point. I don't know how much over I am.
This game released in August.
Yeah, I have like 350 hours in this game.
I think I have barely 200. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah, Storieddd plays this game a lot. It's okay though. Anyways, that challenge is already over.
Yeah, you need 25,000 points. Boost tricks give you a lot of score. Graffiti gives you score. Combine that with a couple multipliers, and that's done really fast.
Yeah, you can get a lot of score real fast in this game with just a few multipliers. And
yeah.
you're watching the Bomber Cyberfunk movie. Thank God. We're gonna hit the zip storage off of that. I think that might actually just be a zip. And then
Yeah, I lost it on
Yeah.
I lost on the zip storage and docks, so I had to get a new one.
Ah, yeah, right. True.
That was a nice backup, actually.
Yeah, it doesn't lose
it's-
too much time.
Yeah, it does.
And then coming up after this is going to be a sniper fight. I'm going to real quick continue what I was saying about combos and getting boost and such. For every trick in your combo above 4 tricks, so for 5 and beyond, you get some boost for that, which is awesome. That comes into play pretty much everywhere. There are 2 other ways you can get boost. You can get boost also by collecting boost charges. Those are just the little like circle things that are sphere things that are just scattered around the levels. And you can also collect a boost for each unique spray you do in an area. And Storieddd is actually, I believe that's why you collect some graffitis, just to have those unique sprays in case you need more boost. Am I correct?
Yeah, I use those in Brink and Mall. Those are the places where it's like most relevant.
That's really smart, honestly. So yeah, boost management is actually a huge part of this game.
I was gonna say, this game is like weirdly kind of resource management heavy, in ways that you wouldn't expect. Like storages are kind of a resource in of themselves. Like you'll see us avoid wall runs a lot of the time to not trigger, not overwrite our storage, and that's what happened earlier, and we had to find a backup to do a zip, but it's fine.
Speaking of zips, here is one of the most important but also hardest zips in the game, Escalator, and that was first try, got the
First
spray
try.
immediately. That was excellently done. And now we are going to just immediately start this crew battle from like underneath that platform. The trigger just extends down. It's kind of awesome. And we are now in the Chapter 2 crew battle. That was seems like a real nice Chapter 2, honestly. That was awesome.
Yeah, if I didn't miss that zip
really
storage,
good.
it would have been pretty clean.
Minus going out of your way to try to get donuts.
Oh, yeah.
that
the actual
was,
Brink, it
really
was
good.
not bad.
Yeah, the gameplay was good. The money farming, not so much, but that's okay. But yeah, we have this crew battle now. Also, I'm hearing from chat that we'll get donated $15 if we. Oh, we're going to Pyramid early. Let's go. We'll get a $15 donation if you skipped hair done, nails done, which I believe you did. So congrats. I don't know why people hate that song. I think it's okay. Anyway,
I don't like it.
It's my least favorite.
I
to be
liked
honest.
it the first time I heard it, and then I started hearing it more and more, and I realized how repetitive it is.
It's okay. I don't listen to this game soundtrack anyways, which seems it's probably a crime to a lot of people, but that's okay.
5%. This dog is dripped out.
This dog is dripped out. This is
Oh,
a
he's scared me.
Storieddd. Oh, wow, you're so mean. You can just despawn it by looking away. It's fine.
Yeah, but I think you'll still, he's still spooked. There's this real glitch where like your hitbox to like startle NPCs becomes like huge. Normally
Wait,
you have
I've
to like
never seen that.
Oh.
normally you have to like go up to them and actually like kick them or like literally run into them. But for some reason, I don't know what causes it. They could just start. You have like a force field around you, or you could just.
It's so weird.
And unfortunately, it also affects the dog, so I won't be able to.
No.
Get
I
a
guess
nice-
we really can't hear the dog today. Wait. This is
The
perfect
dog's
for pushing
fearing
him
us.
off.
No.
Kill. Anyways, this dog's dripped out. This is Storiedd's like avatar, and we love him for that.
Yeah.
You were so close.
I was low-key trying.
And we are now entering the second room sequence. This one is a little bit sad. There are no billboards, so we can't do any zip shenanigans. So Storieddd is actually just gonna have to play this.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Like, this is the one dream that we just cannot break. We have like tried stuff. We'll see those rockets off in the distance. We've tried stuff with those rockets, and we just can't. We can't manage anything. Story going for this really
Nice
cool
jump.
jump. That's a lot harder than it looks. The
Yes.
Story just makes it look easy.
Storieddd made that look way easier. than
And he's
it
about
is.
to say, it's not that bad, actually.
It's not.
Oh my god, I hate this guy. Anyways. Another hard, this one's actually not that hard. Another little jump over to this, this little rocket rail. We gotta go on up it, and it's fast to cut that corner out.
Honestly, I've started enjoying the movement in the stream more lately. There's so many little optimizations you can do. It's actually kind of cool. I do wish we had a big skip for it, but like, I don't hate it as much as I used to.
I'm surprised that didn't just own you, actually.
Yeah,
I think it's the first time that's ever happened to me. That I didn't
just
get
being robbed by the
It's
event.
never happened
Yeah.
before.
But yeah. Thankfully, this stream isn't that bad. It's like a minute and a half or something, so it doesn't overstay its welcome that badly.
Yep, we're already getting out of it, and there will be another unskippable cutscene here at the beginning of Chapter 3, so if there's anything else our host would like to say.
Yeah, we do have a donation again from absent-minded GCN saying, "I respect the attempt."
I'm sorry, absent.
Yeah,
I tried.
it's okay. It's the thought that counts. I guess at the start of Chapter 3 here, we can mention .exe, our next crew. We're gonna be going shopping, everyone. I hope you have your bank account filled and your hands free, because we're gonna have a little shopping spree at the mall. These guys, these guys are fantastic. These fellows are my favorite rival gang in the game, personally.
They're fun. I like them.
Yeah, they're great. They are also, this is not a joke, voiced by the creator of the troll face. So I want to see some :TF: in chat. Please and thank you. But yeah, that isn't a joke, and everyone thought that one of the runners who said that was lying. So we got owned in our own way, but that's okay. Thank you for the troll faces in chat.
Coming up
Appreciate it.
now on another 30 FPS clip to get into mall early. Normally you're supposed to collect another 60 rep here, but we're not going to do any of that. We're just the trigger to enter mall is always active, so we're just going to clip right into it.
Or not.
Or not. Get owned. This is called Shallot. Also, it's worth noting how these like 30 FPS clips work. Basically, if you're too close to the ceiling and slide and then jump out of that slide. If your game gives you the right frame, you'll just clip through, but thankfully it's very consistent on 30 FPS. It's relatively easy on 30 FPS, and that mod that allows us to do turbo that we mentioned earlier, the auto mash plugin we have, is also comes baked in alongside a FPS switcher, so it's very convenient for runs. We can just click a button, go down to 30 FPS, click a button, go right back up to a playable 60, or I guess 300 in Storieddd's case.
And now we're in low-key, one of my favorite parts of this run, the first area of Mall. The movement here is just so satisfying. There's so many little optimizations. It's kind of like Dream too, but way more fun in my opinion.
Yeah, because it has actual skips, like
Yeah.
the one we're coming up on here. Wild.
Yeah, this is gonna be a
What the hell was that
a
launch?
massive jump.
That was so much high.
Okay then, take that. We are going to activate this old head trigger from below. That'll warp us up, and then we will talk to who we actually need to talk to, which is Vinyl.
Yeah.
Now we're going to do a really precise jump here. Yeah, fair
Right,
enough.
we tried 2 of them.
The alternate method.
Unlucky. Surely.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go.
That's not too bad. There are many ways to do that. They're all rather finicky.
Yeah, so we need to get up to this top roof level of Mall. Typically, you're supposed to talk to that old head that we talked to through the ground to get up here, but we don't have enough rep to get up here that way, so we just find another way. It's fine. That wall doesn't have collision, by the way.
Yep, that was not a clip. That wall just straight up does not have collision. It's really fun.
And we call it switch clip, which is kind of a misnomer now that I'm actually, like, thinking about it, but, like, it's fine. Because it gets us to the switch that we need to progress the story. And then after the switch that we spray there in order to progress the story, we're going to hop off over to the side here, collect a little bit more rep on these circle stairs. This was a recent route change. We used to go off to some side little corners of Mall in this first area, but we discovered it was faster to just go on those circle rails and get both of those.
We are now entering the main area of Mall, where once again we have the usual gameplay loop of 2 challenges, get rep. First thing we're going to do here is a 50 tricks challenge. Essentially we need to get a combo of 50 or higher. Storieddd is also going to get zip storage during this that will be used later. There's some graffiti
Not a great
going
one.
on. There's some tricks going on.
It should be fast enough for what we need it for later. But yeah, just grab that storage real fast, and then we're gonna try to just build up tricks as much as possible, as fast as we can. Thankfully, we have a few ways to really easily reset our trick combo. You can see Storieddd just trying his best to eke out every single bit of that little bar at the bottom. If that runs out while we're on the ground, we drop the combo and the challenge restarts us. It's really fun.
Yeah. If that happens at the end of your 50 tricks combo, you lose
It's rough.
so much
It's
time.
It's like 30 seconds, just gone in an instant,
It's
probably
awful.
more. It's awful, but thankfully it's fine. Simply don't drop combo, duh.
Important.
Never consider that. Ooh. Revolutionizing the game here. But yeah, we're gonna go over to this little fella who's breakdancing. This guy wants us to cross this big old fish gap. We're gonna do instead a trick that we call fish gap because it's a zip over across the gap. We didn't have enough storage speed, but we managed to hit that palm tree, which allows us to get just right up on that ledge. Nice and easy. The game doesn't care if we actually grind across these rails. All we need to do is get across the other side, because I guess the devs just didn't think we could get over to that side without the fish rails there. So they didn't plan around that. It's fine though. Don't worry about it too much.
It's pretty cool to use the storage for that. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, exactly.
This challenge is all about getting a 100 to 1,000 point combo, which might sound like a lot of points, but it's really not.
Yeah,
Not in
this
game anyway.
this game really puts it easy with the story progression score battle checks. In post game, it gets up in the millions finally, but during the actual like story itself, you don't have to go above anywhere near like you don't have to really get above like 500, 400,000.
Yeah, I think the highest you ever will really need to go is 500,000. I guess, well, maybe a little bit more in the Chapter 5 crew battle, but spoiler alert,
Oh, that's
we're not
true.
playing that.
Well, yeah, we don't think about that.
Yeah, you'll see. Stay tuned.
Yeah, it's fine. In the meantime, we're gonna do this next challenge, the slide room challenge, as we all call it. In this challenge, what we have to do is just collect all of these boost pads, which is really just a keyword for hit location triggers. So we just slide all through this room. One thing you'll see Storieddd do is get onto his skateboard whenever he leaves this blue little path. That blue path actually speeds you up more than just riding on wheels when you slide on it like this. So the reason we get on our wheels is because, well, getting on your wheels actually doesn't slow you down. It just like kind of locks your speed in place.
Yeah.
You don't decelerate or accelerate. So when we get off that little lane, it's faster to keep our speed by getting on the wheels to kind of stop our deceleration.
Specifically, when you are in the animation for getting on or off your move style, you will not lose speed, which is really interesting, but we'll take it.
Yeah, we use it occasionally. It's not super common, but... And now we have the cop fight at the end of Chapter 3. These guys suck.
Yeah, and here's how we deal with them. We just knock them all up into the air and spray them.
Yeah, we kind of hurt them like sheep first, and then we gotta knock them all up, shoot them like fish in a barrel, or whatever the saying is, I don't know. And then Big Mech. Oops.
Yep. Yeah, gotta spray the shoulders, and then after those are done, gotta go and spray the head.
Yeah. This guy's thankfully not too bad. You can boost after you spray the shoulders like that to get on his head. Unfortunately, he decided to be mean and tossed us off earlier, but that's okay. We got the easy backup. And now we're gonna go for a little skip called Mall Clip. If Helix, you wanna explain that one?
Yeah, I love this one. So, walls are a suggestion.
That's slow.
Yeah, not quite enough speed. Do need a good amount of speed. We're gonna clip through a wall here.
Yeah, let's go.
Well done. I love that skip so much. We
Pay
clip through a
attention to
wall.
this cutscene, by the way. Red learns to fly.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We
Anyways.
clip through a wall, 2 out of bounds, jump over an out of bounds pit to where the crew battle starts. It's awesome. If we didn't do that, we'd have to go through that hallway where the slide challenge happens, and that would just take forever. So that saves
it'd be so
a whole
long.
bunch of time. It's not the most consistent thing in the world. It's not too bad, but it definitely can kill runs.
Yeah, but it's okay. It tends to be kind when you're in on like not PB pace, and then when you're on PB pace, it will just relentlessly kill every single one of your runs. But that's okay. We don't mind, right?
So nice.
Anyways.
Storieddd did it twice.
So nice Storieddd did it twice. That's so true.
I've been missing that more than I've wanted to recently, so I wanted to squeeze in a little practice.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
welcome to Mall Clip.
Yeah, you can see why Storieddd is so good at this game. This dude's doing a marathon run. Like, yeah, I gotta get a little bit more practice in while I'm doing it. Come on.
I respect it so much.
It's all about time management.
That zip there was to get zip storage for the next dream sequence, by the way.
Yeah.
It
Now we're
wasn't-
doing.
It was not for no
weenie
reason, even though it
percent.
very well could have been. Still would have been cool.
You're not doing weenie percent. Streamer.
Wow.
Wow, incredible.
Hey, Claus, have the fins been damp lately?
I would say so, yeah. But I mean, chat, what do you think? What do you have the fins been damp? You know what, Vermilion? How about you? Have the fins been damp?
What does that even mean?
You have to think very carefully before you answer.
Yes or no?
That's up to you,
You know
man.
what? You know what? I'll just go with yes.
It is a yes or no. I could clarify that. It is a yes or no answer.
Okay, I'll say yes.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. Well, I guess the fans are damp today. Congrats on the successful weenie percent run. We have a lot of weird like memes that aren't even like categories. Like we could get to this guy in like probably less than 3 minutes. But that's not even a run. It's people just call things. I don't know, man.
There's already a
Why'd
meme
you start
running
this
along.
story? True. That's great. Yippee! Anyways,
we are now entering Dream 2 and, Dream 3 Nightmare 2.
They removed Dream 2? Hard eyes emoji.
Thank God.
Thank God.
So we're going to use that zip storage right about now, bounce off of that. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
we're so
height.
low.
Not enough
Turning
height.
around there is a good play.
That was really
I've
smart
never
of you,
considered
Storieddd.
that for some reason.
Try it again. That's enough height. Bounce off. Oh no!
Oh, get robbed.
You got scammed.
Yeah, I got scammed there. I'm not gonna lie.
That was a
happens.
Unity moment.
Yeah.
That just happens occasionally where the game will just say no because this game was made in Unity, which is a really good game engine. Trust me, guys. But it's okay. What the preferred outcome there, if we didn't get Unity scammed, would be is to just go all the way around this big arena. This arena typically has a cop fight. The cop fight trigger doesn't extend all the way to the edges. We can just walk around it.
Yeah, that's what that weird movement was about. If you were wondering.
Yeah. And now thankfully we have a backup here. It's not too fast, but it is a nice backup to have where we can do a zip through that wall, hit the respawn zone here on the other side, and then boom, we got a free ticket to dream completion and chapter 4. Yippee.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 4 is ridiculous, by the way. I mean, this whole run is, but Chapter 4 is like especially.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 4 starts off in a like kind of melodramatic note. Red is dead. Rip Bozo. So we gotta go fix him. So we gotta head off to find the Flesh Prince, who just so happens to be the head of the Franks, the rival gang we took on in Chapter 1. Story stuff. You don't have to worry about it too much, but Red is dead, thank God. So we get to play as Trice. Yay!
Nice zip.
That's a sick zip.
That's one of the harder ones in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really well done.
And then, oh my God, my strat, yo, hard eyes emoji. Yeah, actually hit
Zips. Story is popping off.
I'm pissed I missed that nightmare. I gotta make up for it.
Wait. Huh?
Oh, we're on the island.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
I mean, this must be where Flesh Prince is, right?
Yeah, surely. Flesh Prince is around here somewhere, I'm sure. We're here on Pyramid Island now.
Yeah.
In case our bad acting didn't give it away.
Yeah, if you couldn't
that
tell,
was
it
the
a bit.
skip. Yeah, it was a bad one, and we do it every time.
Yeah,
We're
we do.
becoming predictable, Helix. Oh God.
No, switch it
But
up
it's
again.
fine.
Before we continue to explain that, we gotta talk about rep duping. Story is going to spray that and then quit out after the game gives Story the rep, but before the spray locks. So Story can now spray this again to get the rep again, do the same thing, spin out, come back in. We duplicate the rep, so we spray this 3 times total.
I actually do
24
it
rep
for.
total. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've modified
Storieddd
it slightly.
is the only person to do it 4 times, but it's because he skips a 6 on the other side.
Saves like half a second when I timed it.
Copium.
So I
It's
was
okay,
wrong.
though.
We spray this 4 times total for 32.
No, not we. Storieddd.
Yeah, sure. You're right.
I'm so right. Anyways, but yeah, that works because that animation, the little zoom out, is when the game, like after that animation finishes, is when the game like saves that the spray is actually sprayed, and we can take advantage of that by just quitting out. And that's the only time it's really used, because otherwise it's not really faster. We're coming up on Score Battle 1. We're gonna hopefully pass our forklift certification exam. Sorry, you might not be prepared. This zip has a new name, fella. And okay, cool. Congrats on becoming forklift certified, Storieddd.
This run is now
First time I'm hearing of that.
certified. Let's go.
That
Yeah,
zip has the off chance to just launch you into a forklift, so we have a bit of fun here.
Yep. But no, that whole skip from earlier, that skipped like a 5-minute fetch quest. It's kind of awesome. The reason it worked is because when we entered this area, we made sure not to stay on the ground for too long, so the game never had an opportunity to update our respawn point. And so when we fell into the water, the game said, oh, you don't have a respawn point. I'm going to use the default one, which is on the island.
Yeah, that actually got changed in a patch because it was messing up the score battle at the end of the chapter. So the devs changed that and inadvertently made a new skip. It was awesome. It was a great day.
Saved us like 5
It also
minutes.
it also just sped up all cutscene skips, so it saved an additional like 10 minutes. It was great.
That
Yeah,
patch
that
We were
was
eating.
saved us like at least 12 minutes. That patch alone was awesome.
that was a BRC Christmas right there.
Yeah.
It also didn't patch any of the speedrun skips because the devs of this game are amazing.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
So I talked about death warping earlier. That's actually really, really prevalent on this level. For two reasons. One, it's very vertical, so being able to warp back up top is useful in some scenarios. Two, there's water everywhere that we can just jump into.
I've never
wow,
seen it
I'm
jumped in that angle. I
shocked
don't.
that
I don't know.
it
I
didn't
haven't
work.
thought about that. I'm
I
also
haven't done a while
surprised
with
that's
this.
missed.
And
But
we're
yeah,
Like curved left just a little bit too much.
that's what
So
it is.
we're gonna start this race and immediately death warp. Imagine being this Devil Theory crew member.
Poor
You
dude.
start trying to race this guy and he immediately just jumps into the water and then teleports over to the race ending location.
I don't blame him for calling the cops, honestly. We are cheaters in this run, and it just confirms that all speedrunners are cheaters. Speedrunning should be a crime.
This is true.
Dude, I missed 2. Wow.
Oh,
Wow, that I don't know how that didn't even like Carson. I think you might have sprayed too early, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I definitely
it's fine.
spent too early.
Yeah, so that cop fight has a strat called Carson, named after an old community runner named Kit Carson. Also, hello Red, he's okay. Wow, we found him. But yeah, if you kill all 6 cops in one attack, that's called a Carson. We can hit a super Carson in the cop fight in Mall as well. But it's
way
ridiculously hard. We call it super for a reason.
Yeah, that one is 10 cops, which is so difficult to do.
Uh-huh.
We are now going to enter Score Battle 2. Pretty similar to Score Battle 1. These are also very similar to crew battles. They're 1-minute auto-scrollers. You simply have to beat Devil Theory's score.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff happening during these stories,
Yeah.
balancing not only getting the score, but also going around and getting a lot of sprays, getting a lot of rep. That is...
Oh, that was a really good
interesting.
curve to save
That
that,
was-
but
You are so smart with this game, oh my gosh.
just played it a lot. It's this game really flexes your backup brain because if one thing is different, it immediately throws everything off. So playing it for as long as Storieddd has, you have backups for everything. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, so not only is Storieddd balancing the score, balancing getting graffiti, Storieddd will also be balancing getting a death loop. These score battles are ridiculous.
Yeah, so we use a lot of this time to kind of just waste the timer in the top middle. We just move around trying to get as many sprays as we can. The one thing about sprays is that it actually pauses that timer. So we don't want to spray everything we see because that would be inefficient. We don't need that much rep. But it is still faster to waste that timer's time while we move between sprays than it is to just like not get anything during these and just try to beat the Devil Theory as good as possible. We want to skirt the line between beating Devil Theory and getting the rep that we need.
Yeah.
And we have routes very specifically designed to do that. Thanks, Helix.
Yep, happy to help. Shout out to Ninja Cookie as well who helped with that, and I believe Bites helped with this current route as well.
There's too many hands in this pot. Get out.
I love
Whack.
Pyramid. The way this level is laid out and the fact that we can use zips to bounce off the slope of the pyramid and use its own geometry against it, I love it so much.
Yeah.
Pyramid has gone through
That's really
so many
cool.
routing changes, and I'm responsible for many of them.
Helix has cooked Pyramid so much it's become a like saying. Helix, please route all graffiti Pyramid, please. Oh god. None of us want to do it.
I'm playing Monkey Ball.
Get off Monkey Ball. You have Monkey Ball at home.
Yeah, you're right, I do.
Damn it.
That's what I'm
I'm
working
not
on.
convincing them. What the hell?
Anyways,
Anyways.
we're doing this helicopter fight. We're gonna death warp after it up top to the crew battle. Cool stuff happened. Whoa, that cop just okay.
That cop went for a swim.
I've
It's
never seen
okay.
people, like,
It's
super
okay.
cop fall
He's
out like that.
he's getting his floaties. He has his floaties on. He'll be okay. But yeah, we're gonna immediately after this helicopter fight, just teleport up to the Devil Theory. Also,
Yeah.
if you don't show us Dies of Void, Storieddd, I'm going to kick you out of this marathon and do it myself.
Oh wow.
I'll
We're
try
having a
to remember.
rerun, baby.
In the meantime, we do have very specific graffiti routes, not only because, efficiency, but also because each graffiti spray gives you a different amount of rep. There's small, medium, large, and extra large that give you 2, 4, 6, and 8 rep respectively. And the larger the spray, the more rep per second it gives you. And so the smaller sprays are the least important, so we've specifically routed out a whole bunch of small sprays. So we do a lot of large sprays.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop for a minute so we can see Dies of Void.
I'm a big fan of Devil Theory. Oh, hi, Devil
There he
Theory.
is.
Can I get your autograph, please?
For some reason, the
Okay,
Devil
well,
Theory crew
that's
member
Storieddd's
just...
fault.
Well, we saw him.
Yeah, we saw him.
We saw him,
did
but
it.
he didn't teleport away. Devil Theory has magic powers,
Oh, I
so
forgot
they
he
can just
does
like
that.
kind of teleport around.
Yeah,
okay.
anyway, small sprays are really not valuable, so a lot of the time save of the current route is just that it avoids so many small sprays, and so we save time indirectly through just spraying graffiti for less amount of time.
Yeah, it's a bit counterintuitive, but the larger sprays, despite having a supposedly longer minigame, actually are weighed out by the amount of rep they give, because the way that the minigame scales, and of course how fast on average we can do the minigame, just immediately outweighs a lot of the like slowdown of that minigame. Even though smalls don't have a minigame attached to their spray, like it just instantly sprays it, like it still is so much faster to focus on the big sprays because of how fast we can spray graffiti typically, and also how much rep they give. It's not really what you'd expect, but it is really nice because we can rat out a lot of those small sprays and just boom, time save. Oh no, did you reset your spawn?
I was
don't think that
distracted
was-
by that, dude. I think I'm good though.
I think you're okay. I don't think that was long enough.
I think it's fine. We have a death warp up to the top because now we're entering into the DJ Cyber fight. DJ Cyber has kidnapped Vinyl. Oh no, we have to save her. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's story stuff. But DJ Cyber has 2 phases. This first one has 3 hits. Storieddd is going to do a fast strat here where you actually just kind of ambush Cyber as he lands. If you get too close to Cyber, he typically skates away, but if you manage to hit one of his vinyls fast enough, then he'll actually be hit immediately. It's really hard. And then we have this phase. Phase 2 has us hitting DJ Cyber over and over again. You'll notice that Storieddd is kind of cheesing it by using the pause menu. He has iframes between each of his hits, so we can pause in the and in the pause menu, his iframes will actually still be counting down. It's really strange, but it works, and it makes for a really fast kill.
Fun fact, that does not happen elsewhere. It does not happen during
It's
phase 1,
nowhere
only in
else.
phase 2. But now it is time for baseball.
I hope sports fans are in the chat because we got some baseball in to do. We're gonna hit red like a fastball. We have a very specific lineup where when we turn our camera, red will get hit by the fan blades, and
Oh, that was almost.
Oh,
such
I
a good
thought I had a
save.
double jump. I don't know what happened to my
oh,
double jump.
that's so unlucky. You used it to get to the fan blades. It's okay though. We have
Going
cricket.
for cricket.
Okay, we can't be too greedy. You
Oh
missed.
no.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
You have to quit
Right.
and come back.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
save quit. It's okay.
Yeah, if you bypass the death planes in the dream sequence like that, you just get soft locked.
Yeah, it's really funny. You can go just out of bounds, but it's fine. You get to see baseball again, which gives us some extra time to explain this. This trick is basically Nightmare 3, but like not. What this is we have a very specific setup for to manipulate the camera to despawn this little fan blade here. And whenever we swing our camera, it'll spawn the fan blade back in, and then that fan blade gets spawned in the perfect position to just launch red like a baseball. And we have designated bases as well. It's a really fun trick. I think you can make it back up
Yeah,
from here.
I'm
I've
not
had this
sure.
happen to me.
I'm trying to remember. Okay, there we go.
Okay, it's fine.
Nice. That was a really nice backup.
I went
Yeah.
0 for 3 on the dreams. I am so upset.
It's okay. But yeah, that is basically the chapter or the Dream 4 skip. We
Yeah,
have designated bases and everything. I don't know what that base would technically be
I think
called.
that's a triple.
I think so, but it's like kind of ambiguous because you landed like in no man's
Yeah.
land, but it's okay.
It was like
But
a
yeah, we
triple due to fielder error or something in sports terms. But yeah, baseball's the
I don't
latest
know.
trick in the run.
It has killed so many runs on world record pace. It is absurd. Storieddd is relatively consistent at it, thankfully, so he can hit dingers like that all the time. But yeah.
And we are now into chapter 5.
I have one question. What's up, dog?
Not much. What's up with you?
No, I mean like the trick, the trick that's come. No, I got owned. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so,
I'm gonna go lie down.
We're gonna do a zip off of this, a bounce off this event, and oh, hey, would you look at that?
Yeah, welcome
That's
to
the final boss
Matan.
chase
We're gonna be
trigger.
leaving soon.
Yep. That trigger to start the final boss chase sequence is always active if you are in chapter 5. So all chapter 5 is, we go to Matan, we zip to that trigger, and here we go. So there's another like maybe 2 minutes left in this run, if that.
Yeah, probably. It's probably less than a minute, depending on how the final boss goes. We'll see. This guy sucks. We all hate this guy. This is Foe.
Oh man.
He's a weird snake mess guy. He's also the guy we played at the beginning. I'm sorry, spoilers, I guess, but it's unavoidable. You see his face right there.
It's kind of like a mech, you gotta spray the 6 shoulders. In this case,
Yeah.
it's 6.
So, chat, start counting. We're at 3 now. Let's go.
3. It's
We
so
have
sad
6
because
arms.
Updog is easily the biggest skip in the game, saves like 20 minutes, skips a whole bunch of stuff, and then it'd be a great spot for the run to end, but no, you gotta do this final
Nope.
boss.
Yeah, we haven't found the credits warp yet, despite Storieddd claiming he has it just stored in his pocket or whatever. Wonder when we'll see it. Ooh.
I'm saving that for a rainy day. I have no idea what the is.
But yeah, time will be very soon. Probably after this short cutscene. We'll try to count it. We didn't get the fast
Oh,
hit.
that
Wow.
wasn't it?
Okay,
There
that's
it is.
time.
That's time.
Yeah, so Foe has those 6 arms. We gotta hit him one more time afterwards, and then oops. And that is the end of the run. I know it kind of went and came in a flash, but yeah, that this game is just really, really intense.
This game is so... The density of strats is just absurd. There's so much going on. It's so cool. Ah, I love it.
Yeah, this game is such a cool speedrun. Also, I'm so bad. Story just pulled out the best marathon run that we've had so
I mean,
far.
I went 0 for
I
3
hate
on the
that.
dreams. I'm pretty upset about that, but
55-25 RTA. That is very, very good.
That is a really
I'm bad for
good
missing all 3 dreams for sure.
run. You're bad.
That was
Story-
that was
story does
amazing
never
fun to
end.
watch from like a spectator perspective, and it was really sick to watch. If you guys have any last words, you guys like to say?
I do want to say that this is going to be run at GDQ on the Thursday of GDQ. I don't remember exactly what day it is, but it's going to be at like 11 p.m.-ish Eastern time. That's event local time. Definitely check it out. Storieddd, where can people find you on Twitch?
I am Storieddd with 2 extra Ds at the end, so 3 Ds total. I play this game, and sometimes I stream Halo tournaments.
And also Kaizo Mario. Don't forget about Kaizo Mario.
Yeah, that's going to start up after GDQ. I'm become a Kaizo legend. That's my next thing on the docket.
But yeah, go follow Storieddd. He is really good at this game. It's kind of absurd. I don't know. That GDQ run, by the way, is gonna be by Storieddd. So congrats on seeing the GOAT, the legend, do it here.
My Storieddd with both of us, plus Brian Otto on commentary. It'll be good.
Yeah, it's gonna be an all-star cast. That run is a must-see. If you do not think this run is cool enough, Like seeing it live in person with huge crowds. This run is a must see. You gotta watch it. You gotta come. Thursday, 11 p.m. January 17th, I think. Let me check. But
January
otherwise, 18th. Minor mistake.
Yeah, we should probably get out of here.
Okay.
Thanks for having us.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Good
Thank you
luck.
guys so much. I mean, that was an amazing speed run, and yeah, for sure, everyone who was who liked that speed run should definitely watch the GDQ run. It's gonna be another banger, obviously. All-star cast, amazing runner, amazing commentary. Really appreciate you guys coming out, and yeah, loved it. So coming up next, guys, we have Resident Evil 2 with Snake SOCOM. We're gonna have 2 Resident Evil 2 runs actually back to back. So if you guys are interested in that,